Hey yo, just trying to figure out why Steam Deck isn't the thing that it's supposed to do. But hey, I do. Oh, okay. Wait, can you hear me? Oh man, I hope the mic's working. Ever since I tried messing with the voice mod and trying to get it all to sync up, I don't know if I got it like to go back to where it was before, but it's been like my audio's been all weird. Hopefully this is good. We'll see. We'll see. Oh. Hey, yo, yo, yo. What's going on? What's going on? Let me know if anything sounds too loud or too low or anything like that. Sounds working? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's see. First, you know what I should do is actually I should see what my roll is today. What's my luck looking like today? I rolled an unexpected token. What does that mean? Oh, I'm supposed to write dice 20, I think. Right? Or no, am I not? What the heck? Or is it one word? Interesting, interesting. Oh, oh. Just rolled a d20. It's not a defined size. What the heck? Dice 20? Is it not this? Oh, there we go. Okay. So dice space 20. I got a 2. We'll pin that here. All right, let's get started with this creation here. Hey, so okay, so you've got so far the highest. So we'll pin yours here. See if anybody else can get higher. Yes, fireball. So today we're going to be making an item, or a couple of items, I guess, and kind of choosing what is going to be available for the players in the campaign to get. Oh, looks like we just got a new sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the road for? I just like to see what the luck is like, you know. Hey Tanya. See what my luck is looking like. Did this change over for you guys? Yeah, just to see who gets the highest. You guys can see. So this is basically what the Hey Becky. Welcome, welcome. So I'm kind of thinking I want like 5 of each item. And now that we've got the full Dark Matter book out, kind of wanted to make some items that I just thought would be interesting, but maybe fill a gap or fill something. Oop, still didn't beat the high scores. Maybe something, you know, items that kind of come from tropes of sci-fi. And maybe just a category of some useful items. Maybe what are some items that you guys find? Oh man, it would have been handy if we could have had an item that did X, Y, Z. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. It's something that solves a problem or addresses a need. Of course, can't be too powerful to half out rabbit holing into mechanical watches. Oh man, that is a rabbit hole to jump into. Any thoughts on any items and what we should have for this month's Voidco catalog. I guess I can make this part look bigger. You guys can see how it looks when we're typing everything in here. Right now, artificer things. Right now, I think of our most recent missions, gods and doing other things. I'm also trying to think if there's going to be anything that could be thematic as well. I feel like with this stage of the game, it's interesting. They don't well. So in our campaign that we're running, it is a dark matter campaign set in a futuristic sci-fi setting that's created by Mage Hand Press. So it's essentially D&D but in space. And every month I make a catalog from this company, Voidco, of items that they are releasing that month. And these items can be anything. Sometimes they're just like kind of, some of them are like gag items. Like one of them was an inflatable tube, like an inflatable floaty. It was like a duck. But it also gave you Buku Memorial Stuffy. Oh my god, jetpacks. But yeah, it also gives you other benefits. Buku Memorial Stuffy. It would be interesting to see like Starbound Legion items, things that increase movement and don't require attunement or potions. Oh my god, things that increase. Sushi ship. Interesting. Lou, what would this Muku Memorial Stuffy do? I don't know if Voidco would support a Voidco Memorial, but an SBL themed item list might be interesting. They don't have I mean, I could put that here. I just don't. What it would do. Yeah. What would a sushi ship do? It was a space module from Official. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, or if there's any media you've seen with space thing, special edition print of his book. Okay. Hey, what would be a Muku? It was a published author. Surely his agents would be trying to cash in. Okay, what would a Muku book do? Because so thinking of the process of like the rarity of items, obviously the more powerful item, the higher the rarity. That also goes for like complexity as well. Like if you've ever gotten an artifact, you know that list is huge of the conditions and the things that it can do. But common items usually have like limited effects that are like once a day, very minor, maybe situational or social. And then an uncommon is attunement is like a modifier in that, whereas like maybe it's a strong rare item, and so because of that, attunement kind of acts as like a restriction for it. Not everyone is going to be able to have. So maybe like if you read this book during a short rest, something happens. You guys don't take short rests. Kind of shaped like a ship with main body being the passenger area. Oh, for the sushi ship. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, that is funny because so I do have a separate catalog that is for ships specifically. So I will add that into next month's ship catalog. A sushi ship shaped like a squid. Um like an autoloid essentially. I don't think we have anything like that, so that'd be pretty cool to add. I'll definitely add that one. But for today we're looking for more things that are more personal items. I'll put Muku's book here for now. So I like this website I always mention because it lets you to insert, allows you to insert. The Muku's memoir. Don't require attunement. Check copy. Advantage on have someone read your stories from the Muku book to put you to sleep, and you learn a version of one of his special moves to learn for a week or something. That's pretty cool. Advantage on one strength or dexterity save or initiative as it was on how to start a fight. Oh, okay, because his book was about starting a fight, so his book should. He got watches on the brain. Watch items are pretty cool. Bonus for creative improvised weapons. I do like the idea of being able to read one of his books and learn one of his moves maybe for a time, because that's pretty cool. The thing is, his moves are, let's see, okay, so he's got hold on, bell holder, pocket watch. That's cool. Hold on to that for. Okay, so Muku could do a Muku punch, which could hit each creature in a 10-foot cone with one attack roll. He could do a Muku kick, which was a kick that would push somebody back 10 feet. And he could do a Muku death driver, which allows him basically to do a pile driver against a grapple target and smash them into the ground for each foot of downward force applied by this ability. So that'd be pretty crazy. I feel like Nock would take that immediately and start pile driving everyone into oblivion. So I gotta really think about that. But that'd be pretty cool. I'll think about this. Muku's secret technique. Okay, the exact details of these I will sort out here, but at least having the ideas started. Because I don't want to put you guys through me going through the legalese of like trying to be like, okay, well, how does this once per day you can use the like okay. Confetti Ink says each day active with it is unused is upcasting. Self-blinding system can recharge the spell as you move around. Oh, I see what you're saying. That'd be interesting. We would put a max on that. But let me get this. That's the right amount. Spell. That's not right. Spell casting. Wristwatch. I don't know what rarity this is going to be. Probably rare based on this. Okay, Zen and the Art of Sentient Fax Machine Repair for a bonus to socials. So we really want to have like a lot of books we're saying here on this Void Code month. I think Dana would like that a lot. Um, but okay. And I'm gonna shorten it to the art of sentient repair. um, we are doing a literary theme book. What's it called? No, I should call it Secret Techniques for Rare. That back for the Void Code Pi edition for books. Oh my god. That's what's happening. Somehow we're getting all this book talk here. And a wristwatch. Got a wristwatch. But maybe this is like a very librarian themed Void Code month. What other books would we potentially use? Sure how these books are gonna work. I'm thinking maybe like you spend a day of downtime, and for the week you know that technique, and then like you have to like keep doing it. I don't know. Let's see. Who's Ori? Maybe she can sponsor some book purchase. I mean, I'm also open to books. Maybe you can have one now reading buff. What do you mean now reading buff? Oh, like this, you can only have one book you're actively reading or getting the benefit from at a time. Yeah, I imagine that'd be the case as well. Or at least, especially for Muku's secret technique, but it would be very funny though, a character who is like spends like 6 days before the mission, like all of their off days, they're like, okay, I've got to read this book and this book and this book and this book to make sure we're prepared to fight the dragon. I don't know, a bonus, I think, a buff called recently read. It can only apply to one book at a time. Yeah, I spend all my downtime reading, checking out all my adventuring for dummies derived skills. I mean, yeah, that's true. So in that case, since we're thinking of books and things like that, before, I always like the idea of adding more. Yeah, but I also don't want to get like trapped into making just wizard items, you know what I mean? So that's also I don't think we have a book that's like that helps when it comes to the harvesting. I think that might be good for some to have around. Something that's like a book you have open while you're harvesting things, and it gives you a benefit towards doing that. Or maybe like at least a floor of like, this is how the minimum you can get, you know? Tannery. The Harvester Manifesto. It's a whole different book, similar to the Anarchist Cookbook. But a Harvester would be, how about How about tanning? How about harvesting and tanning? Metal would give you a bonus towards ramming your ship. A damage bonus for sure. If you were to ram your ship into another one. Ooh. Harvesting and tanning. This book is, but it's gonna give gives bonus when harvesting monsters. That's how the wizards got you. Just one more book, good sir. Before you know it, the whole town is full of their simulacrums. Exactly. Keep asking for books. Harvester and Muku, published by Voidco, seems right. Exactly. Okay, let's see. What other cases might a book come in handy? Traveling on the I mean, there are also cases where it's like I think almost where it's like a character. Let's say for example, you guys go like on an exploration mission and you realize like, oh damn, none of us have survival. Are we gonna like be able to do this? And maybe like if one of your characters has like a book that's like, this is how you navigate and here's the things to remember, then like maybe instead of it being like an advantage on the roll, it's like a not a lowering of the DC, but like maybe like a minimum roll where it's like, hey, if you've got this book with you, you know, you can't roll lower than a 10. Or I can't your result can't be lower than a 10, right? So that might be something. I'll think on that more. On navigating book. Then Confed says stars and their materials. Okay, so a book for like space travel and navigation. Interesting. Would this be more like maybe a book for like the scanners? So like the stars and how about stars and other space materials? And this will be book about materials in space, provides information on minerals and other valuable space resources. So like if you guys are traveling through space and you find on your scanners like, oh, we found these asteroids out here, like instead of like having to roll on the scanners and then be like, okay, we've identified it's some kind of this alloy and some kind of parts of this, and then okay, how much do we think this would be and whatever, like you can just refer to the book and just say like, okay, based on the book, you know, this much gold here will sell for this much, and this and this and this is this much. You know, something that's more like, I don't know, I feel like I'm thinking more of things that sort of provide you. I think I'm thinking more like reference books and training manuals, or technical manuals, where it's like, hey, if you got this thing with you, look, you can't go wrong. Like it says, you know, a fault light number 4 came on. Go check what that means in the book. The book says it's this circuit card. Go look at that circuit card. And then it's like, okay, cool. Rax wants a book that doubles as an immovable bond, so you can permanently level tables. Ooh, an immovable, like a reusable scroll of flashback. Oh, a choose your own adventure style book that can give. Oh, interesting. things that haven't updated yet. Funny. Okay, but I think that's the one. Lets you change something from the past. I'll look that up. Look up a chronomancy book. I will like that. Then thinking of now. I do like a book as a weapon. I do like that actually. So heavy tome. I don't know what this is gonna be, but I'm just making decisions right now. But it requires atonement. Bam, bam. This. Why is it starting there? This is what I hate about organizing this thing. It kind of as a club, right? It would be a book club. It's a simple weapon. The heavy tome do. Cliff notes written by the scribe Cliff Clavin, postmaster and barfly. An unprepared adventurer can read this book, and Cliff will fill you in on what you need to know. Cliff is wildly inconsistent, who will assure you he knows things he doesn't. That is funny. A player can make an insight check against Cliff's deception to see if they know. Okay, we can add that to. Let's see. I'll figure out what the heavy tome does, but I feel like you should do like deals additional force damage. And then for somebody who's holding a book, it's a simple weapon. I think wizards can use simple weapons. It might make for a good book weapon for Pi, but also just might make a good weapon in general. I realize my thing still says Metal Gear Solid belts up. Funny. Okay, so we'll add Cliff Notes. Summarizing right now. Right. So we got a good amount so far. With their rarities, it's looking at a few uncommon, some rare, common. I don't really see here. Brackets. The Necronomicon to enhance your ability to pilot. Okay, but what would that mean? It lets you advantage on piloting rolls, or do you think it's more like a ability? Necronomicon. The battle. Honestly, just because the name, I want to put it here. But I don't know what it would do. All right, so since we're going on books here, I guess now I should ask, what other books do you guys know from important books from pop culture, science fiction, or anything like that? Popular stories. I guess maybe for frames like hmm, something. Okay, so it sounds like it's necromancy and it's mech both combined. So it sounds to me like maybe it allows you in your ship to survive when it would have been destroyed already, um, based on like your connection to the ship and you being able to keep it alive. So maybe it's like a death ward for your frames. Every every fighter, every pilot keeps a Necronomicon in there under their seat, just in case. Uh, Lazarus module for mechs, yeah. Yeah, maybe it's got the instructions for them, like in case of emergency, follow these instructions. You're like, oh god, okay. Here we go. It says pull this lever. All right, and then it says speak to the heart of the mecha. What does that mean? Um, books, so they can push it past the limit. Exactly. Any other item ideas? Any other thoughts? Are we can add any other books? That's right. Going for a book theme. Any other maybe book adjacent items like pens or quills or is there a book in the Harry Potterverse that magically writes the name of all magical children born? That does sound like something that would happen. Be a book that auto updates with that. Wow, Adam's trying to start a surveillance state over here. You mean in the verse you want a record of all babies? Oh wait, or do you mean for the Cliff Notes book? I feel like that's the session summary channel that mainly JB updates, but the I feel like there's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Verse, and it just says hail down the Claymore, they'll pick up anyone. Oh yeah, you guys are constantly. Well, you know what's funny? I feel like less so on the Claymore, more on Planet. You guys pick up a lot more hitchhikers nowhere, but yeah, the Claymore is always down. But that is a book. What would that be? Go indie coffee shop thing. Mugs, drinks, t-shirts, and tote bags. Okay, we'll do that. We'll have a mug, t-shirt. Wait, go products here. Drinks. And a magical tote bag. Okay, so now we got other items. That at least helps for Confetti's spellcasting wristwatch to fit in here a little bit better too. Maybe it's like a Void Code limited edition anniversary spellcasting wristwatch. Okay, so how many items have we got here now? It's pretty good. The thing that takes the longest is like the nitpicking, like, and fine tuning, like is it rare or is it uncommon? Is it consumable? Is it this? Is it that? And then going, is it once a day? Is it charges? Is it per rest? Is it per proficiency? Is it short rest? Is it long rest? Chocolate covered coffee beans. I don't know what those would do, but beans. That's 15. Enough to have one. Let's have 3 of each type. Though I always say that, but I'll probably end up adding like 5 more items. Void, help us. Knockwood, grind up those chocolate beans and inject them between his toes. Yeah, well, that's why I'm also thinking of the Muku secret technique thing, where I'm like, oh man, Knockwood power. Yeah, okay, so an interesting spread here, because at first you think we're going for like a martial arts kind of like Zen monk thing here, and then you're like, oh no, wait, actually it's like a book thing. Okay, cool. And then you're like, oh wait, there's also memorabilia and mugs and t-shirts. You're like, what the heck? It's like the museum with its like, you know, shop. We're showing you all the horrors of the world. Life from our shop. Or you would be coffee beans. Oh, my daughter did say how get older, your face changes. Bitterness is like one of the more like things, and I love a good dark chocolate now. Like you throw it in the freezer, take like a little tiny dark chocolate. Oh, so good. Get one of those. But yeah, I think coffee shop they normally have. What about gift card? App tips, book, 'tis the season. Oh my god, I don't even make me think about that. I can't even right now. Dang. Okay. See if there's any other books, I guess, and see if there's something. Some other place. There. Or if not, some of the other things that we mentioned. I could add pastries along with the drinks. That works, but have aprons on. There's that. Maybe like a. Oh, okay. How about a musical instrument? Um, is it's espresso, right? Espresso. I can't think. Capitalizing everything. Espresso, accordion, musical instruments, coffee machine. So it's an accordion, but it also makes espresso, so that I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that's the idea right now. This is my creative process. You just take some words and you throw them together. You're like, what does that mean? Clockwork spring chicken. Ooh, I like that. Does a spring chicken fit in a coffee shop? I don't know. But it is spring. So maybe more like Yeah, I like the play on words of clockwork spring chicken because he's a clockwork spring. Uh, I don't know what they'll do, but maybe we'll make them common items. And they'll just be little chickens that you can wind up and send them on their way, and they'll spring into action or something. Or spring on you. Not a spring chicken. Chicken item. Spring chicken. I'll know what that means later. So this is also how I leave messages to myself. And I'm like, I'll look at this like tomorrow morning and I'll see how I feel about what these words all mean. And then I'm gonna look at this and like clockwork spring chicken. Chicken. Wakes people up from magical sleep or stun. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Wake up. Alarm. Eli is going to demote Nero to barista. Oh. Novelty toy. Yeah. The thing is, the spring chicken is such a good name to have it wasted on like a toy. I would like it to do something. You know? Spring chicken. I'll figure it out. Okay. Let's see. Now we've left the coffee shop. And chickens are hunting Rin and want to poop on Cat. That's a great gift for Rin and Cat. I do like the chicken idea. But let's see. Tanya has said something for movement. And I don't want to give you something that just adds movement. Be careful about doing that. Because again, it also means like, okay, like what happens when you're hasted? You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, oof, even faster. But what about there's the hoverboard. What about like the hoverboard extreme? Because Kat had made her super deadly motorcycle that nobody should use. And maybe it's something like that where it's like hoverboard Voidco prototype. And then it's gonna be like it'll be like the he's recapping for you, Lou. Rin got a artifact that had chickens that want to kill him now. So maybe the hoverboard, this hoverboard. Board doesn't abide by safety regulations like those other lane boards. It's designed for speed. Okay, there we go. I'll figure out why. Hoverboard that lets you use the reckless attack feature if you pull off a sick performance or acrobatics checks near a hazard. Oh, okay. Bricks are mandatory. Back into there. Okay. Got enough items. Figure out. See, the thing is, I don't want to put with Muku's secret technique. I don't know if I want to put multiple moves. Yeah, I guess so. I guess because I guess I'll put multiple moves. Um, just looking over everything here just to see what we've got. And then looking it over again gives me ideas of what other things we can add. So the Book of Harvesting and Tanning, Navigating Book, Stars and Other Space Material, Chronomancy Book, Flashback. Yep. The Heavy Tome deals damage. Good idea. Cliff Notes prepares. Yep, we talked about that. Necronomicon brings your fighter / brain back to life. Mug. Commemorative. The Espresso Accordion. T-shirt. Still back. Could be a tiered rarity thing based on what moves are included, like volumes of a box set. Ooh. Secret Techniques. Volume 1. It's gonna be volume 1, 2, and 5 is what's gonna be. Everyone's gonna be like, what the heck? Where's that other volume? And no one's gonna know. Like, no, Muku just didn't know what number came after 2, and he was like, I think 5 is a good one. I like that idea. Put the different ones based on rarity. That way you can choose. And then yeah, you could only benefit from. Okay. I think then got more than enough items here now. Fill them out. Post them tomorrow. No longer Drakarn. Teal. The teal. Okay. All right, y'all. Yeah, this is gonna drive Pie nuts. Lots of books, lots of things here. That'll be it for today. Thank you all for assistance, getting all these books out here, and getting all these items made. Interesting. It's not where I expected the direction to go. So I do know. Tanya mentioned something that makes you go faster, so maybe one of the drinks will be like a special coffee, help you with your movement speed or something. Well, maybe something slight, 5 more. We'll see. But alright, y'all. It for today. Please. Thanks for hanging out with me as always. But you all. Forward to this weekend's games. That's it for me. Take care, everybody.